Going live. Hey, we're live. What's up, Internet? How are you? Oh, there we go. 5 people, 5 likes. That's a good place to start. I like that like to view ratio. Oh, 4
These
people.
These are the best fans.
These are the best. These are the diehards. Who we got here? We got Kermit the Log. What's up? What's up?
He's a loyal one.
Daniel T. What's up? Hi, Carm 3D. Carm is doing some animation for me. What's up, Edwin Fuentes? We got 11 peeps now. We'll wait till let this party start. We are playing the Mindless Entertainment drinking game, so I do have some wine.
Or 18. I count as the other person. I'm like a big stalker. I just ended up here.
There you go. This is how it goes. He counts as all of the rest of my fans, actually.
Or that. Yeah.
This is my cousin, guys. This is my cousin Matt. He's my favorite cousin, as I indicated on Twitter. Don't tell my other cousins. These are not masks, actually. These are just heads. These are just my heads. It's Mindless Darling. And this is Darling Mindless. Feel free to kick back. The angle works out so that you can sit right back and be cozy and do whatever makes you comfortable. We'll have to give cousin Matt a nickname at some point. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. It's a late Friday night. We just got back from my cousin's Passover, or my cousin's Passover Seder. Other cousins, less favorite cousins. Thank you. I like my heads. This one's trying to eat my shoulder, apparently. Bad. Darling mine. Let's go over there. You'll see the heads again. Use the app to animate the label that sounds complicated. Cousin Maddie. That's a stupid nickname. Do better. You can't be like Cousin Matt. That's terrible. Come on, guys.
That would describe everyone's cousin.
Let's see that wine opening technique.
Named Matt.
Right. This is a distracted wine opening technique. So, yeah. So we're gonna have to give him a better nickname. Do you think Captain Marvel would have a nice?
It's okay. They don't know me yet. I feel like after 10 minutes, they'll really be qualified.
They'll really be able to give a good name. So there's no pressure to give nicknames right away, all right? You let it sit on it, let it simmer, find a good one. We are playing the Mindless Entertainment drinking game, and we would like to get drunk enough. I would like to get drunk enough, personally, that I can throw a drunk Bible story your way.
Existing nicknames, actually.
Oh, yeah? You want to give them to the internet?
Yeah. The Matt Jew.
The Matt Jew. That's good.
What were my other ones?
Your
Laundry Matt.
That's cute. I like that. That's cute.
And GZG.
GZG?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
My last name is Goldwater, and I'd watch Straight Outta Compton.
Reasonable.
I needed a rap name.
GZG. That's horrible. May I see your glass that I may pour the wine into it?
I do like Cousin Matzo Ball, though. I saw that.
Ooh, Cousin Matzo Ball. That is pretty good. That is how the world was introduced to you.
It's
over there where I put it.
Oh,
it's next to your other glass.
Goblet or whatever.
Your goblet, your tiki cup. So send your super chats, guys. Mindless Entertainment drinking game. We drink for your super chats. You drink for the super chats as well if you're drinking at home. So make sure those super chats come along because we would like to drink. That's why we're filling these large glasses with Australian wine. If you're lucky, we'll even pretend to be Australian for you later. We might.
Speak for yourself.
It could happen. I might. I certainly might.
I can't do accents. I'm monotone.
It doesn't mean you can't do accents. You can do a monotone accent. You're great. Like, hello, mate. I'm from Australia. How are you? No.
I can't do it in Australian.
Reasonable. What's up, Terrence? Hey, Kermit the Log. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
If I watch you do the way you voice it, I could sort of do it, but
yeah.
Still probably be bad. Yeah.
We could try. That's our first super chat. See that right there? Kermit the Log. Thank you, Kermit. We drink for that.
Okay.
Let's put a shrimp. But that's nobody in. Okay. People in Australia do not say put a shrimp on the barbie because they call them prawns. And they don't say Barbie. Oh, what's up, Flaming TP? That's one of my channel mods. He moderates things. Oh, Hologram Nunchuck. Thank you for your super chat. We drink to you. Thank you, guys. I'm experimenting with my live stream algorithm. So I'm seeing if I get a better poll if I do this on Hangouts versus on just this live chat here. So far, I don't know. So far, not great, but, you know, the night is young. Tweet it out. Retweet it out. Tweet it to the world. Tell everybody. Is someone else live right now? Who knows? Who cares? Oh, Maverick the Cruel is here. Let's put a prawn on it. They still don't say Barbie, though. They don't say Bobby. They say, like, Just call it a barbecue. Jesse, can I have some of the drink? If you'd have to be here, and then you could. So in case you're just joining, this is my cousin Matt. It's Passover time. Passover is exciting. We may or may not be. We are here to discuss things, including whether or not Brie Larson's going to ruin Endgame. What do you think? Is Brie Larson going to ruin Endgame?
She is not going to ruin Endgame.
Well said. There you go. We do need to give Matt a nickname at some point, but you're welcome to get to know him a little bit better while you're waiting to do that. So send your super chats so that we can drink and stuff. So fun fact. Hi, Just Roger. Matt and I saw the Phantom Menace together when we were wee little chitlins of the tender age of 8-ish.
I think that would have been the exact age, yeah.
You
probably remember what year it came out.
Kermit the Log says Matt is nice Jordan Schlansky. I don't know who that is, but I'll drink to that super chat anyway. So, what were your impressions of the Phantom Menace when you first saw it?
I did like the movie. It was a lot of fun. We got to see Yoda fight in that one, right?
Yoda fought in Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay.
Phantom Menace was
Darth Maul was really cool.
Darth Maul was really cool. Darth Maul was the shit. They brought him back in the animated series in the Clone Wars. He comes back. He somehow survived getting chopped in half, and people like him, I guess. People like him. Yeah, we were discussing this. I'm a Jar Jar Binks fan, and apparently everyone hates him for some reason. Well, you know what? Jar Jar's not as bad as the sequels. Let's put it that way. So one fun thing that we might do tonight, because Matt has not seen The Last Jedi. So I was going to perhaps describe to him the plot of The Last Jedi and see if he likes it based on that. I will try my best to be impartial. I like the Jar Jar. So there's this theory that Jar Jar is actually a Sith Lord and is secretly controlling everything. Like when he. Yeah, I think we discussed this once. I don't know if we ever discussed this one, but yeah. Snoke is what became of Jar Jar. Some people think that is the case. Matt is masculine Pauly Shore. Who's Pauly Shore? He's a comedian. He was an Encino Man. Matt Mazel Tov says 6 turning 4 burning. 6 turning 4 burning. Thank you for your super chat. We'll drink to that, and we'll consider this name. How do you feel about Matt Mazel Tov? Less explicit version of the Matt Jew. I like the alliteration. Makes me seem a little more religious than I am. This is true. I don't know if I'm lucky either. Isn't that like Mazel Tov means like good luck? Good luck, Matt. Good luck. I don't think I'm unlucky either. I just think I'm kind of more neutral. Fair. Mega21, thank you for your super chat. If you were in WWE, what would be your finisher? Mine would be a flying karate chop. A basic karate chop breaks concrete from the top rope. Killer. Mindless Matt. That's it would fit into the channel. Drink for the super chat. You have to chug for the super chat. I mean, you can. That was a bigger one. It was a bigger one, so we should drink bigger. You don't have to drink that much bigger though, because they do get bigger than that sometimes. Who knows if they will? Okay. Well, I will continue to do it proportionately. I'll catch up. Generally speaking, I try to do proportionately. So generally for the $2 ones and the $1 ones, I do a little sip. For the $5 ones, I do a regular drink. $10 is a bigger gulp, and above that, we'll see if we get above that. Someone wants to drop a $100 super chat, we'll pound it. Actually, that's $50 and up. So anything pretty much 20 and up, we'll drink at least half of what's in here or finish it if it's less than half. And $100 super chat, we will fill a glass and pound it. So if you want to see us get hammered, I might just go hard anyway. This is my 15 seconds of fame, and I'm basking in it. There you go. For 9 minutes. Bask away. 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah. So we're working on the names. This is as many likes as I had when I got into college, and I think that is about the record. Or maybe the skydiving video. It's one of those two. That's a good video. Yeah. That's a good video. That had 450 people watch it, actually. Yeah, well, that's I watched it. Live, I mean, in today, person. Yeah. Okay, 451 now or something. Bam. Matt, cousin of God Empress, first of his name. Maverick the Cruel says, "Take your shirt off, Matt." No, he's my cousin. Do it. We've had someone do it on the channel for $50. You're not allowed to take your shirt for any less than $50. It's just not fair that way. You're worth value yourself, Matt. You're worth more than that. Guys, if you're just popping in here, is my cousin Matt. We're thinking of a nickname for him. Also, Michelin Matt. I think we can do better. Oppress the like button. We believe in oppressing things on my channel, sometimes depressing them or repressing them, sometimes sexually harassing them. Because that's fun for us. Woo! Oh, that's
Holy
the
shit.
equivalent. That's PHP. That's the equivalent of. Let's do the math. What is a PHP?
It's a programming language.
That
I've
equals.
Never used.
It's also a monetary value. That's
popular.
Equal to $10. All right, that's a $10 super chat.
Wait,
Says,
it's a currency?
Yeah, it's a currency. Drink that up, guys. That equals $10. That's why he.
I like how I assume it's that. Okay.
I wish.
So wait, what currency is that? Is that Filipino?
That's what I'm trying to think. Maybe Filipino money. I don't know. Tell us. Star Wars still lives. 0111.
How were you able to translate that it was $10?
Because he says that equals to $10.
Okay, cool.
Because he told. Because I read. Because I can read.
I don't know the exchange rate.
That's also the color of a $10 super chat.
Okay.
I will help you with more. I'm gonna finish mine on for Mega Jetty 1. Matt and I agree. Jar Jar ain't bad. The Urkel of Star Wars. That's a fair point. Everyone needs a good comic relief character. This bottle's gonna be gone very quickly.
Yeah, shit. All right.
Just slow down on the $2 ones. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, we're almost out of this bottle. In fact, I'm just
yeah, but he also liked my opinion, so I need to drink more.
You should drink a little bit for him. Doesn't have to be a lot. Don't forget, we do need to be alive at some point tomorrow.
6 p.m.
I mean, like, I need to be alive a little bit before that because I need to. We also need to be prepared to drink again by 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh,
so
gosh.
Don't forget about that. So manage yourself. If PHP was money, I'd be a billionaire. Lols. All right. So where were we? I will leave if there's stripping. Great. Then make sure no one sends a $50 super chat asking Matt to take his shirt off, and it won't be a problem. How was the food? The food was delicious. I haven't eaten my food yet. My food's all for tomorrow, but we had other good food tonight. This is my disgusting concoction that's apparently going to save my life. It's apple cider vinegar and blackstrap molasses in hot water. And I'm getting used to it, but it's also kind of gross. Nice guy Matt. No, he's not the nice guy Matt meme. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should I describe the plot of The Last Jedi to Matt and see what he thinks of it? Should I? Just tell me. You have the power is yours. Tell me things in the chat. Mean guy Matt. That'd be funny. Maverick the Cruel says yes, yes. The Senate says yes. The Bastard of America says sure. It's really real vote of confidence. Yes. Yes. We got a lot of yeses. All right. Let me see if I can remember this. Okay. Feel free to ask any clarifying questions as needed. All right. So won't that make him die inside? We'll find out. We will find out since y'all are excited for this. Okay. So we left off The Force Awakens.
She saw Luke Skywalker.
She saw Luke Skywalker. Han Solo's dead. Kylo Ren's a dirty bastard. Finn has been chopped up a bit with a lightsaber. He got hacked. Like he got injured badly with a lightsaber.
I saw Kylo Ren as Adam from Girls. I couldn't separate them.
So says many people. Oh hell no, I'm out of
It
here.
seems to be that way in every movie. He was briefly in Lincoln. So this is the same thing. I don't know why. I feel like it's only him actually.
I saw. Did you watch Black Klansman?
I did not. No.
I really enjoyed it. He was like different in that. I think it was the facial hair. Oh, we have a kitten.
Actually, he was in what was the other one? The one where they're like in New York and they're hipsters and they do ayahuasca while we're young. He was good in that
I did not
too.
see this. Kitten, we interrupt this message to bring you Kitten. Hi, Kitten. What are you up to?
That's Han. Lando.
Who's Lando? No stripe. No stripe. Kitten, you gonna come?
Well, shit, your other cat's up there.
Yeah.
How did you get there?
Specifically, so he can climb up the tree in all sorts of ways. That one, because he's dumb, has to jump onto the TV table and then onto the DVD case and then up to there. He uses it as stairs, which is clever in its own way, but also dumb because he's just bad at being a cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like hi kitten. Go birds! Yay, go birds! Stay strong. The Force is female. I am the Force and I'm female, so by that logic, obviously the Force is female. Yes, Kitten wants fudge. He got chicken guts today. He's gonna get more chicken guts. Would have loved Jar Jar saying, "Did Misa do that?" drink for the super chat. Thank you, Mega Jetty One. All right. So, Kitten, you love Matt, don't you? Oh well, the Eagles rock. So you can. Oh, about the. I know you were joking about the Forces females part. Hopefully not the Go Birds part. Of course, you're joking about the Forces female. Nobody actually believes that. That's dumb, except for the people who do, because they're dumb. The Force is the Force. Giving it a gender reduces it, whether that gender is male or female. So, anyway, hide Jeremy's fake hair. My hair is the realest thing you will ever not get to experience. Magic Matt. Magic Matt. Good stripper name. Magic Matt.
I'll take these all into careful consideration.
We'll make it. We'll pass judgment at a later date. All right. So, you know how every Star Wars movie, generally the next one starts like a chunk of time later. You know, like this passage of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Every Star Wars movie has had some passage of time. Be it weeks, months, usually at least months, or I mean, in some cases years. The Phantom Menace is the longest one because we go from baby Anakin to grown up Anakin.
You mean Attack of the Clones?
Phantom Menace 2, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, has the longest gap. But the Clones to Revenge has enough time for her to be pregnant, like legitimately pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some months and stuff. Ashkenazi Matt. It's another derivation of Matt the Jew, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think any of these have beaten Matt Jew when it comes to Jew.
Matt Jew. What was the one? There was one that was good that I can't remember what the one that I liked was. So they all have some passage of time, you know, between A New Hope. Whoops, that's a hair in my beverage. Between A New Hope and Empire, they need enough time to set up their new base on Hoth after having to abandon the one on Yavin 4 because, you know, the Empire found it out. Mega Jetty 1, last one, repeat. What would be... Oh, sorry, we forgot to answer your question. Our wrestling finisher. Pause. We have to go back and I'm so sorry, buddy. What would be your wrestling finishing move as a wrestler?
A wrestling finishing move. You can go first.
I have to think about it. In the meantime, we'll drink for Star Wars Still Lives 011 for your super chat. If there will be another Death Star-like weapon in Star Wars 9, I'm killing myself. $10 times 50 equals PHP. Okay, so you multiply by 50.
I think I'd sit on them and elbow their stomach. I don't know, but
just sit and like.
Yeah, I would like get lower down on them as I elbow. I don't know.
My finishing move, I'd want to do like a helicopter punch. So like, that was the rest of my $10 super chat. I want to do like it. So I'd want to like spin at them. I'd want to like spit at them and turn and like be hammer fisting them as I came through, like helicopter style, and just like right through the face and just knock their teeth out the way that the Mandalorian shatters some helmet on the stormtrooper. Oh, have you guys not seen that footage? I have it on my computer. That's the Mandalorian sneak peek footage. It's real dope. Matt Dog. Ooh, Matt Dog's not bad. It's like,
I like Motor Matt above. Too.
Motor Matt, Motley Matt,
or Mad Dog Motorhead Matt. Mad Dog Matt, I think, could be good.
Mad Dog Matt.
Yeah.
Mad Dog Matt.
I feel like Mad Dog's taken. There's that New York sports radio personality. I don't know how.
You could be Matt Dog. Someone says Matt Dog because that'd be like Dog. Mad Dog, okay. But Matt Dog. So that'd be Mad Dog. Yeah. That'd be cool. Matt Man. Yeah, these are all good suggestions. These are excellent suggestions. So in case you're just joining us, press the like button and we drink for your super chats now. And you know our kill moves. So we have a sit elbow, gut elbow move, and a helicopter hammer fist. You're not supposed to drink for not super chats. I mean, you can. It's fine. Oh. I guess you can. My dog, Matt. So, The Last Jedi picks up moments after The Force Awakens ends.
Okay.
Like moments, like 10 minutes tops. So it picks up with Wait,
they actually skip 10 minutes?
Maybe, possibly not. It kind of picks up right where it ends. So They're evacuating the planet that they were on that was near the Starkiller base, because apparently even though they blew up the Starkiller base, the resistance or the First Order needs 0 time to regroup. They're just ready to, you blew up our gigantic base and our central leadership is dead or somewhere
the
else.
First Order, is that the bad guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
The New Empire. We'll just call them the New Empire. Matador, somebody suggested. Not bad. So they're evacuating the planet. Space battle. They got a bunch of bombers. Bombers all get destroyed, except for one that somehow managed to get through. Because these bombers are really well designed, by the way, so that when one of them gets hit, it explodes completely, and then possibly falls into another bomber in the fleet. Then they all explode in just this big chain reaction. Whereas one of them gets shot down and they basically all explode. But one of them gets through. If the remote won't work to deploy the bombs, which somehow utilize gravity to fall in space to the ship to destroy it. The Dreadnought, yes, gravity and spice.
Probably looked better in the movie.
It didn't. Really didn't. So the brave pilot Paige Tico, the brave bomber pilot, sacrifices her life to release the bombs.
She was my favorite character.
And well, it's fun. That's good for you.
Okay.
She's dead now.
She wasn't in the other ones.
She wasn't in any of the other ones. She manages to manually release the bombs and explode the Dreadnought.
Okay, we're still 5 minutes in.
Yeah, and a bunch of people die. Okay. Ooh, I forgot to tell you that this starts with Poe. Remember Poe? He's the pilot guy from the first one that Finn had kind of the bromance with. Wait. He's the one who
Finn is the black guy?
Finn's the black guy.
Oh, the pilot. I know the pilot, the guy who he rescued at the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, who he rescued at the beginning. So he has a moment early on where he trolls, legitimately trolls the General Hux, who's the leader of the First Order, the General of the First Order. I don't remember what it was. It's something where he pretends he's asking if he can speak to Hux and keeps pretending that he's no, I need to speak to oh, can you hear me? He's just trolling him. He's just completely trolling, pretending that he can't hear him or whatnot, or that he doesn't know who he's talking to. And it's about his. There's something about his mother. There's a your mom joke. It was weird. So he makes a your mom joke. It's just bad humor that doesn't make sense. It's very contemporary Earth humor that doesn't feel right in the Star Wars universe, but don't take my word for it. So then, hi Madness Productions, what's up? I just noticed that I'll hold. Yeah, it's something about can I speak to blah? Oh, I'll hold and this, and it's stupid. So that happens, and then Leia's really mad at him for
who's him again?
Poe.
Okay.
I don't know if there's the timeline on this. Somewhere in this fight, Kylo Ren swoops in, and he can't bring himself to kill his mom, so someone else blows it up, and they just unceremoniously. That's how they kill Admiral Akbar. It's a trap guy. Mm-hmm. He's just dead now. No pomp and circumstance. He's just dead now. And then Leia is exploded into space from the bridge of this all happening, and she manages to use the Force to fly back into.
Leia can use the Force?
Apparently, she can use the Force to fly through space. So she flies through space.
That's new, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she flies through space like Mary Poppins and lets herself back on the ship because it's just normal. And she just lets herself back in and then collapses in a heap and is in a coma. And so she's in a coma, but not before demoting Poe after he comes back from this whole bomber run. And she's all
she demoted him while she was flying into space?
No, this is before she got explodified. She was like, how could you be so reckless with everybody's lives, even though you saved us all, but you also killed people? Watch Civil War for the umpteenth time. Love it. We'll drink for your super chat. True O2 baller. Cheers to you.
War?
It's one of the Marvel movies.
Okay.
Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, guys, your super chats make us drink, so send us them because then we'll drink more and it's funny. What's up, Caitlin? Give their Jeremy's. It's okay. You're allowed to be late every now and again. We're late. We're up late. So there you go. We have another vote for Matador. Mentos Matt. Leia Poppins is a meme. It's for sure a meme. So Poe's been demoted because he disobeyed orders and got people killed, even though he actually saved all of their lives, because that's fine. Mermaid Matt.
Are we supposed to care about his character? I feel like in The Force Awakens he was like there a lot in the beginning, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah, he wasn't there for pretty much the whole film because Finn thought he was dead, and then it turns out he's not dead. And they're like, "Embrace me, bro," and then they just carry on. So, yeah, no, he's not really much of a character. He has a lot of promise as a character.
Yeah, I thought he was fine in the beginning.
He seemed fine.
Then he just went away.
Now he's the epitome of toxic masculinity. Okay. So he's the Maverick Flyboy. He's the epitome of toxic. We have 3 votes for Matador. All right. Well, I mean, Matt still gets the ultimate vote, and we did like Matt Dog as well. Monday. I like
Matador too.
Matador. That's pretty good. People are liking Matador. That's a pretty good one. So, so he's the bad, evil white man. Even though Oscar Isaac is not actually white, he's Latino, but Latinos are also kind of white, I guess.
Wait, this is Finn still?
No, this is Poe, the pilot guy. We haven't even gotten to Finn. Shit. Finn hasn't even woken up yet. So during all this,
see him looking Latino.
He is. Oscar Isaac is of I think Guatemalan descent or something like that. No, Oscar Isaac is not Diego Luna. Diego Luna is for sure Mexican. Mathematical Matitude. That's a good one. Matitude. I like Matitude. So yeah, he's Guatemalan. So that's like not white really. So I see that you said Mattress. So we got a couple votes for Mattress now. We got Matt. We'll talk about Matt's nickname in a second. You just keep saying diversity for the sake of you're just saying diversity names to make yourself more diverse. Gotcha. So yeah, so he's a dude, and that's happening. Meanwhile, somewhere in all of this, Finn wakes up. And why
was he asleep?
Because he got injured and they've had him on a medical thing like a Bacta tank, but it wasn't quite a Bacta tank. He was hooked up to all these. He's in like a special suit full of fluid hooked up to all these wires that are making him better. And he just wakes up and just stands up because no one's paying attention to him because they're all in chaos because they're in a big space battle. And he's just walking through the hallway with like water shooting out of him everywhere. And it's weird. And he's like, "Where's Rey?" Who's of course on Octu with Luke. So that's sort of what's happening. And then they realize somewhere in this process, that because they jump through hyperspace, that's when Leia gets explodified, right? So they've gotten away because of Finn's crazy reckless maneuver. Leia demotes him, all that stuff. They jump through hyperspace. Oh my God, the First Order's following them because now the First Order can track through hyperspace, which is never a thing that was done before. And that's when they explodify Leia, and then Leia Poppinses, and then Finn wakes up. He's like, "What's happening?" And they're like, "Crap, there's nothing we can do. We can't jump through hyperspace again. If we do, we're going to run out of fuel. But at this pace we're going, we can continue just slightly outrunning their guns for like 12 hours.
Okay.
So we're now set up for the slowest space race ever because instead of them having lots of fuel and hyperspace capacity, they can't catch up to us in regular space. But if we hyperspace, we're doomed. So they have enough fuel for like 12-ish more hours of space flight. So that's what's going on there. Poe's been demoted, la la la. So we bump over to Octu. We have this dramatic moment where
how many acts are there?
Where what?
How many acts are there?
Oh no, Octu is the planet that they're on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll try to make this quick. There's not a lot of substance to this movie. So basically, Rey hands Luke back his lightsaber. Luke takes it and flippantly tosses it over his shoulder because that's a thing that he would do, I guess.
And he like keeps it on his shoulder. You said.
No, he throws it away. He tucks it over his shoulders, throws it away for no reason. And is all like, "I will not be a Jedi." And he's like, "I'm not going to train you." I thought Mattalorian. Ooh, Mattalorian is pretty cool. Maternity. No, I think probably not that one. So I'm just gonna make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Let me know. Actually, since I'm talking to you, let me know if I miss any of the super chats. That's when they come up highlighted. So if you see any big highlighted things, super chats make us drink, so those are good for us. Octu. I said Octu. Whatever. Octu. Hey, Rob Gagnon, what's up? Long time no see, dude. It's good to have you here. Changing my vote to Mattalorian. So right now, so the way you guys are spelling it, it looks like DeLorean. If you're going out for the Mandalorian thing, it's IAN at the end. So LORIAN.
What's the Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian. So Boba Fett was a Mandalorian.
Okay.
They're making a TV show because it was kind of like they were going to make a Boba Fett spin-off. They decided not to. So they decided to make a show about a different Mandalorian, but very in the Boba Fett-esque kind of bounty hunter kind of phase.
Oh, Matt Haddon, is that one of them?
Matt Haddon.
That's kind of topical, actually.
That's appropriate. Yeah. It's appropriate. We got a lot of votes for Mattalorian, which given this crowd is a pretty cool name. So it's ultimately up to you though. Boba Fett is awesome. Shut up. Except that like he dies in a really stupid way. Matt Hatter, of course. From Team Thanos. I love me some Thanos. Mandalorians all sound like they're from New Zealand. So he's like, I'm going to train you, or I'm not going to train you. And then she's like persistent and sleeps in front of his door. And he's like, fine, follow me in a day of my life. So she follows him around as he jumps around the island and does pole vaulting and then drinks green titty milk out of a giant sea walrus.
Mm-hmm.
Just drinks titty milk out of this weird creature, like milks its tit and then drinks it. And he's got, I need to like show this to you. I don't think I can explain.
I think you did explain it actually.
I don't think I can't accurately capture Luke titty milk. See what comes up if I type that. Nothing good. Luke green milk. Let's try that. I just want to see. Just here we go. Okay. So here we are. We're on Achtu. It's a place. He's climbing around. Ray's like, I'm trying to follow you. And then make it quiet so I don't get demomatized. Let you hear it. I'll just turn the sound down. The sound's not important. All right. So we're on Achtu. Yeah, look. This is a giant sea cow with 4 tits. And you're like, what? Right there. All the tits. All the tits. And she's like, aw. And he's like, yas, tit milk. And then he drinks it and he's like, yum, tit milk. Because that's Luke Skywalker, right? It's totally a Luke Skywalker thing to do.
I don't remember him being like that in the first 2 movies.
No. Yeah, not so much a tit milk drinker. Anyway, it was soy milk. So, anyway, so he drinks tit milk, and then there's a stupid scene where he's just like, I will teach you the 3 things you need to know about the Force, and some things, and she sits on a thing, and he's like, can you feel the Force? And he takes a like palm frond and sort of tickles her with it, and she's like, I can feel it, and he smacks her with it, and she's like, oh my god, wow.
It's kind of bad funny, actually.
It is terrible funny. So that's pretty much a lot of that. And then remember how in Harry Potter, Harry and Voldemort start having those they start having those connected visions, like where you remember where he starts like having these visions where he like sees what Voldemort's seeing.
Yeah,
he's like in Voldemort's head, and he sees what he's seeing. So this sort of happens with Kylo Ren, except they're both seeing each other. It's like a live video chat in their head.
This is
Rey and Kylo Ren that they can't control. They're just having this live video chat.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I fucking hate you. And he's like, fuck you. And she's like, you killed Han Solo. And he's like, fuck you. Oh, also Han is like, Luke has like no reaction to the fact that Han is dead. He doesn't really care. So it's fine.
I thought they were pretty close.
They were like best friends, I guess. And he's just not really reacting to the fact that he's dead, which is fine, I guess. Whatever. So he's all like, I can't train you. So now she's having these visions with Kylo Ren. And it's at some point she goes into this cave to like, you remember the part where Luke goes into the tree and there's Darth Vader, but Darth Vader's really him? It's like the Empire in the scene in Empire when he's getting trained by Yoda and he's got to go into the cave. And he's like, "You have to go." And okay, well, it's a scene like that. And so basically, she goes down into the pit of the dark side because there's like a weird whirlpool that's the dark side. And she just hops in like you do, and then there's just mirrors. She's like, she wants to know where her parents are, and for some reason, this is like the ersatz mirror. That's the ersatz elevator. I'm thinking of the other thing.
Like
the mirror ersatz,
I guess, or something.
Well, she looks in the mirror, and she just sees herself reflected back a zillion times. So anyway,
so she has no parents.
It's the idea. So
that's actually surprising. I would have thought she'd be interrelated. It seems like it surprising.
It is. It's very surprising, and not at all what they hinted at in The Force Awakens. So it's fine. Mad at. You'd be mad at like a AT-AT walker from the movies, the AT-ATs, the things that walk. We have Misty Super Chats. Okay, don't forget to send them so that we'll drink. Hi, Star Siege player. So he looks so. Even my cat looks really grumpy about having to listen to this. I want to show you guys his grumpy face. Cat. Han, where's my grumpy face? Grumpy face. Look at that grumpy cat. He's like, why are you talking about this shitty movie? Grumpy face. Yeah, guys, press the like button if you haven't. Don't forget that. Oh, press it. You look so, look at him, how grumpy he looks. He's just like, fuck this. So yeah, that's happening. And then, so let's bounce back to the ship for a second, because there's shit going on here. So this chick, Admiral Haldo, who's got purple hair, shows up. And Poe was like, oh my God, this is a person I respect so much. And she was like, I don't respect you. Leia demoted you. And so I'm not going to tell you anything about our plans. I'm just going to pretend like we don't have a plan. And Poe's like, fuck this shit. We need a plan. And meanwhile, Finn is like, fuck this shit. I didn't sign up for this. I was just chasing Rey's tail because she's hot. And I don't want to be part of this stupid resistance. So I'm going to run away. So he goes to run away. But there's a mechanic chick named Rose Tico. Tico, does that sound familiar? Sister of Paige Tico, the bomber chick who died in the beginning. Who's supposed to guard the escape hatches from people running away. And she's like, oh my God, Finn, I'm such a fan of yours because I've somehow heard of you, even though everything you did for the resistance happened 3 hours ago. But I've heard of you and I'm a huge fan. Oh my God, but you're running away. Let me beat you to death and stop you from running away. Now somehow the three of them, those two and Poe are all together now, and they're going to figure out how to have a better plan because Admiral Haldo doesn't have a plan, or at least she's not telling it to Poe. So they decide they're going to go to this planet called Canto Bight to get the code to sneak on to the other ship to disable their hyperdrive or disable the tracking system so that they can get away.
Where did this come from?
This is just the plot.
Okay.
I didn't write it. I described this movie as they took 12 different scripts, put them in a blender, and only kept the shitty parts. So I don't know where this plot comes, but this is the plan now, is they're going to do this. So they talk to their friend who's just somewhere. And we haven't missed any super notes, have we? No, we haven't missed any super notes. Okay, cool. And she's like, just go to this place and get the code from this guy and then come back here and everything will be fine. And we just sneak onto the ship and do the thing and it'll be great. So like, cool, we're going to go do that. So they do steal a ship after all and they fly off. Well, Poe stays there because I don't know. And Finn and Rose go off to Diversity Land. That's not a super chat, Longrit. I can tell the difference. I'm not retarded like people from Boston. All right. So they fly off because we have to send the black person, the Asian person somewhere else. And Rose is Asian. We have to send the diverse people away from the white people who are doing real people things because that makes sense. So that's true. So they have to go do diversity things on Canto Bight. So let's just go to Canto Bight. We fly off to Canto Bight. We land on this planet. It's like a giant casino planet. It's like if Las Vegas were a planet. And they do things like bet on horse racing. Well, they're not horses. There's some weird alien creature that they invented that are horses. And 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 Finn is like, this seems pretty cool, and Rose is like, this is the 1%, and they will just take your money and sell weapons to the end. She doesn't actually say the 1%, but you just kind of get the gist. These are just rich assholes who will sell arms to the First Order and not care about people, and they have slaves, so they're terrible. So they're trying to find the codebreaker, but they've landed their ship illegally, and they've broken into this casino and all this stuff. And they find the codebreaker. It's identified by something on his lapel, but they can't talk to him before they get arrested and thrown in jail, because you always throw the black guy in jail. That's totally not a racist stereotype. It's totally fine to just put the black guy in jail with the Latino person, but we'll get to that. Well, is he Latino or is he just Spanish? Well, of course they'll break out of jail because they meet Spanish Lando, as played by Benicio del Toro.
It's the movie almost over yet.
It's sadly not even close.
Oh, you got one. We need to drink.
Kleinemere. That's good because I need a drink right now. I'm like halfway through just explaining this movie. I don't think anything else happens though. I'm like trying to think what else happens in this movie. I keep not thinking of it. Where's Benicio del Toro from?
Like a lightsaber fight or something.
Puerto Rican, yeah. So he's Latino. So Benicio's. So you got the Puerto Rican and the black guy in jail together because again, not racist at all. Because we threw the Asian woman in there too. And the Puerto Rican guy in jail is like, I can totally break this code for you. And they're like, we'll trust you, random guy in jail. And so he breaks them out of jail because he just was in there for fun, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they break out and they're like, we're going to escape. And in doing so, we're going to go free all of the horse creatures because they're being treated so poorly. You know who they don't free in this process? Any of the slave children. Nope, we don't free any of the slave children. We just go free all of the horses and ride them into the distance, even though they're all going to get rounded up and shot later because that's how capitalism works. And then they get there on their ship and they're like, we're going to go break this code. Hooray. So they go off to do that. Meanwhile, back on Ahch-To, stop enjoying this. Who's enjoying this? Matt's not enjoying this. He can't wait for this to be over. So, meanwhile, back on Ahch-To, Rey is having her Force visions. Luke isn't teaching her anything, except that the Jedi need to die because we didn't serve our purpose. Because he's all butthurt about the fact that he couldn't save Kylo Ren from the dark side. And then
wasn't he like the only Jedi when he was a Jedi?
Yes, but he was training the new Jedi, and then Kylo Ren went dark side, and he freaked out and ran away. So Rey is still having her little visions, in which all of a sudden, one vision, she has Kylo Ren is shirtless, and he's like ridiculously buff and like way wider. Like they changed the aspect ratio on the film because he's way wider than he actually is in real life. Thus spawning the Ben Swolo meme, as opposed to obviously Ben Solo. There was a Ben Swolo at the con, and I took a picture with him because it made me happy. I will show you this picture. Internet, I'll show you too. I'm gonna post this somewhere because it's funny to me. Where's my Ben Swolo? There he is. There's me and Ben Swolo. It's just a man without a shirt on and a scar on his face to look like.
Beautiful guy.
Yeah, Ben Swolo. So, so she sees him without a shirt on, and all of a sudden she doesn't hate him as much anymore because she's getting the lady feels, I guess. Oh, and then also he's like, the reason that I went crazy is because I was kind of flirting with the dark side, and then I woke up one night and Luke was trying to kill me in my sleep. Because apparently that's a very Luke Skywalker thing to do, is to try to kill his own nephew in his sleep. The person who believed that Darth Vader still had good in him was going to just slaughter his own nephew in his sleep.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Neither is most of the intelligent fandom. So yeah, that's why apparently Kylo went apeshit. So now Rey is like, fuck this Jedi training stuff. I'm going to go bang Kylo Ren. So she goes off to bang Kylo Ren. Yeah, nothing else is happening on the ship. It's just pretty much Poe getting bitch slapped around by Holdo. And eventually Leia wakes up and she's like, yeah, fuck you, Poe. Let me have a gay moment with Holdo. because apparently they're gay for each other a little bit. So that's like literally nothing else is happening on the ship right now. Can't know why everything happened there. Oh yeah, so Rey's gonna go and fuck Kylo Ren. So she gets there. You remember the whole scene in the Return of the Jedi, where Luke is riding to the Emperor with Vader. Is going to meet the Emperor with Vader for the first time. He's like, "There's still good in you. I can sense it." And he's like, "There is no hope for me." And then he brings him in front of the Emperor and is like, "You will kneel before the Emperor." And this kind of vaguely rings a bell, sort of vaguely. Well, they basically redo the same scene, but with Kylo Ren bringing Rey to Snoke. So they come into the throne room scene. Rey is confronting the biggest, baddest, basically the Emperor of the sequel trilogy, and he's bragging about how he set up the Force visions to bring her there, and that he just brought her there so that Kylo Ren could kill her, and that's what he's gonna do. And he's like, I can feel him, you taking the lightsaber, and this because he Force steals her lightsaber, and is like, he takes out his lightsaber and strikes you down, blah, 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 blah. But meanwhile, what he doesn't see coming is Kylo Ren using the Force to use the other lightsaber to murder Snoke. So now the biggest, baddest guy of the sequel trilogy is cut in half and dead. He's just dead.
I assume Kylo Ren would have been bad for at least another movie, but I guess that didn't last. Okay.
Just you wait, because now for some reason, so they have this like Praetorian Guard for Snoke, who now all of a sudden that their boss is dead, decide they should kill these people. Because I don't know, that's how.
Wait, I'm lost. Wait, so
there's a guard. There's the throne room guard.
Dead, the big bad guy.
Snoke is dead.
Okay.
But his guards are still going to avenge him, I guess, because that's what guards do. So they attack Rey and Kylo Ren so that they can have their bonding moment in the worst choreographed fight scene in any Star Wars movie ever. Things that happen in this fight scene: Kylo Ren stabs the ground for no apparent reason. Rey kicks one person in the chest like this and manages to send 3 people flying. Somebody gets on their knees to be executed. One of the guards is just like, I give up, and gets on his knees to allow himself to be executed. Another one is rushing Kylo Ren, and at the last moment, before impaling with the spear, decides, you know what, fuck this thing, and throws his spear away so that he can get killed more easily. These are actual things that happen in this fight. This is the actual way this fight was choreographed. And it makes me very upset. Anyway, so after this fight that some people think is good, Rey is like...
They killed the bad guy. Wasn't he like a big hologram in the 7th movie?
Yes.
He was actually there in person?
But he's actually there in person. They kill him. Somewhere in between, I don't know if this is the beginning or right after the fight, Kylo Ren is like, your parents were nobody. They were just drunks. They were just drunk fools.
Does he know this?
I don't know. But he knows, and he just tells her that they're nobody. They're just drunks and nobody cares. And so then they've finished this, and Rey's like, yes, come to the resistance. And Kylo Ren is like, fuck that shit. Come with me, we'll rule the galaxy together as father and son, that line from Empire. So he's like, no, father you and I should run away together. That was what happened in Empire, was Vader was like, come with me, we'll rule the galaxy as father and son. Kylo Ren is like, fuck this shit, we'll run away together, kill the past, destroy the past. Who cares about the past? So forget the past, run away with me. And she's like, now. So they have a moment, how like Voldemort and Harry Potter lock wands and have that magic moment in between. They do that with the Force on her lightsaber, and it eventually just snaps in half. And then she leaves. She just like walks away. And she's like, bye. So Kylo Ren is, I guess, still bad, but like we don't really know what's up with him right now. But she's like, peace, bitch. So, and it's like, I'm gonna go back and hang out.
Emotional turmoil.
I guess. She's like, I'm gonna go take the Millennium Falcon, which is my ship now, and go save the day. So we don't know the day. Well, exactly. So what we eventually find out is we're getting there. This is the climax, Matt. This is the climax. Darth Helmet? Like Dark Helmet, but Darth Helmet. That's good. That's cute. All right, Kermit the Log. I'll drink to that super chat. That's not bad. All right, so they get to. So the plan all along was we were going to pretend that nothing was happening, but we're secretly launching escape ships to this planet made of salt, even though it looks like Hoth, but it's made of salt. It's made of salt so that we can scrape the salt up and then turn the earth red underneath it, and it'll look cool, I guess. So we're going to go to a salt planet and escape in our little escape pods. And somehow, in the course of this, Benicio del Toro is standing with them when they communicate. It's the Latino codebreaker guy. Is standing with them when they're getting this communication. Like, what are you guys doing, you bitches? Get back to the ship. We have an escape plan. This is our escape plan. And so he's like, psych, I'm a double agent. I sold you out to the Empire. And because money, I guess. So now the First Order. So the First Order knows about the escape plan, and somehow Finn and Rose get away and get back to the other ship. And everyone's like, Poe, you're so dumb. Or I think that's what it was. Poe finally found out the plan from Holdo. Poe communicated it to Finn and Rose, thus cluing in the codebreaker, who double crosses them. They somehow get back to the ships. And it's like, oh no, they're blowing up all of our escape ships. So they blow up a lot of the escape ships. And most of them get exploded before Holdo decides to sacrifice herself, which she could have done all along. And she does so in a move that apparently they also could have done all along, which is that she hyperspaces, though I thought the ship was almost out of fuel, so it didn't have enough fuel to hyperspace, but she hyperspaces it through the dreadnought that's chasing them, but therefore cutting it in half and exploding it. So that she could have done that all along. They could have had a droid do that all along, because you can have droids pilot. You need to make this big grand sacrifice, but whatever. She wanted to
look lost is accurate.
I'm lost, and I'm the one describing it. So then we have like a handful of people who end up on this planet in this cave, being like, we have very few things to resist you. And then Finn somehow gets down there, and he's like, I'm gonna take this. I'm not a coward anymore. I'm gonna take this ship and ram it into their giant plasma cannon that's going to explode us. And right before he can do that, Rose comes out of nowhere and smacks his ship, crashes into his ship, thereby wounding herself badly, I guess. And he's like, why did you do that? And she's like, this is not about destroying what we hate, but saving what we love. And then she kisses him and then passes out, because that's romantic.
Which characters? I missed that.
What? Oh, that's the Asian chick kisses Finn, the black guy. So, because, we have to put the minority characters together because we're not ready for a black man, white woman duo yet. So.
What do you mean? That's the next movie.
Well, that's exactly. We weren't ready yet. Now in Rise of Skywalker, I guess we'll be ready. So, that is a thing. So then nothing's solved there because they're still all dying. And then they're like, what do we do? And then Luke Skywalker comes in from out of nowhere. He's just there. And he's like, I will face you. And he just stands there. And Kylo Ren's like, obliterate him. And it's all the AT-ATs and everything just shoot at him with all their lasers. And then nothing happens. He's like, I'm so mad. I'm so angry. I guess he's in charge because General Hux is like castrated. He's just a dumb buffoon who gets punched and slapped around a bunch.
General Hux. That's the other guy who was like.
He's the ginger guy who got trolled in the beginning. Yeah, he's a loser in this one because he's a white man and white men are dumb. So
wait, no. Was he in the last movie? In the seventh
yes,
movie?
He was. He's the ginger guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the
his hair was red.
Lord High Underling, who was like menacing, and he was definitely had his like I want to be more important thing, but he was menacing. He was not a total buffoon. Now he's a total buffoon. So after concentrating all this fire on Luke, he doesn't die. So Kylo Ren's like, I will face you, and they face off, and then. And Luke just sort of like after they finish shooting him, he's like, I'm fine. And then it turns out that Luke was never there because a new fun thing he can do is just force project himself planets away. He's just sitting there meditating on Ahch-To, which is great. It's like, hey, I fooled you, and then gave everyone else a chance to get away and run out the back door.
I'm confused. So he couldn't actually die?
No, he's just a hologram. He's like a force projection. So he's basically a hologram. If you need a tissue, I got some over there. Yeah, tissue.
Have exactly one.
Hooray! Well, I have more if you need them. So, a planet named by the Scots. Ahch-To. That's the Scottish planet now. Ahch-To. It does look like parts of Scotland, kind of. So, that's what it's just called now. It's Ahch-To. Do we miss any super chats or anything, guys? Send your super chats so I can drink more because I can't deal with everything we're discussing. Please. So, where were we? Right. So he's not really there. He's just a force projector letting everyone run out the back door. But apparently all of the strain and stress of force projecting makes him die anyway, because he just melts into the force. He just disapparates back on Octu for some reason.
What's the point of the projection?
I don't know. It's just would take too long to get there. I'm not sure what the point is here. So they go out the back, and but it's covered by rocks. Fortunately, Ray has just landed the Millennium Falcon here to save the day.
So why do the critics like this one? It sounds ridiculous.
Don't know. It is ridiculous. And finally chooses to do something for herself rather than following different men around asking them to tell her place. That's what she does, basically. She follows Luke around asking him to tell her her place. Then he can't do it. So she follows Kylo Ren around asking him to tell her her place, but she doesn't like his answer. So she's finally like, I'll lift rocks. That's the answer. So she lifts the rocks with the Force because she's the most absurdly Force powerful person ever. And then everyone escapes, and now the entire resistance can fit onto the Millennium Falcon. And that's where we end the movie. And then there's Broom Boy. So we cut back to Canto Bight. Remember all the slave children who weren't freed? And one of them is sweeping up, and he uses the Force to control the broom to make things sweep up, because kids can just use the Force now with no training.
But maybe this is an actual, I don't know, would any action movie sound good if described by words? I don't think I've ever really done this before. Like I don't know, what's something like the Terminator, if we described it in words, would it sound good or would it sound stupid?
Let me describe to you.
There's a naked guy that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's stealing someone's clothes now so he can have clothes. Now he's killing people named Sarah Connor in the phone book because the all-powerful robots don't know who the real Sarah Connor is. Like, I could do that too, and that was a good movie.
Let's try this. Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, right? Ethan Hunt. First of all, we should make a nickname for you while we're in between things. Also, I've described my movie, the one that I'm writing. I've described it to people many, many times, and every time I'm done describing it, everyone says they would want to watch it.
Maybe it's because they know you and they like you, and
it's good. The laser bolt goes 3 of them. All right, tell stories. Right. So, but you already picked out some things like that. Doesn't sound like Luke. Why is this? I mean, anyway. Hello. Oh, hi, live or die. Live or die hard.
The Leia suddenly having Force powers, and it's sounding a little
crazy.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Machina.
I'll give you that.
All right. Oh, did someone already make it? Oh, the Rookie Critic. Bow to the God Empress. What's up, Rookie Critic? It's been a minute since we talked. How are you? I hope things are going well. I need to watch more of your videos. Drink with the Rookie Critic. Caitlin Giver the Jeremy says we need to call you the Mattalorian and has posted a link to prove it, presumably. So let's go see. Jesse Miles, this person has already named you the Mattalorian. I can't see what they've posted here. It's not loading. Oh, there you go. That's Mandalorian battle armor.
Okay.
Do you accept this identity?
I don't remember this character. I took it as DeLorean, like Back to the Future, when the first person spelled it that way.
Here we go. Boba Fett.
Oh, I do know Boba Fett. Is that too on my face?
Basically, I mean, there's a new character as a Mandalorian, but this is essentially who they're making you be. You don't have to accept this identity if you would prefer to be one of the other names that were suggested. That is a pretty cool.
I'll sleep on this. I'm liking the Photoshop.
That is pretty good. We'll call you the Mandalorian for now if you decide to change it. We'll accept, but that is pretty. You have your own meme now. Look at you. You're a meme.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty great. I'm gonna screenshot this just so in case I lose it at some point. This is precious. The Mattalorian. Boss. Thank you for that for the super chat, Rookie Critic. Thank you, Caitlin, for bringing my attention to this. This is delightful. Mattalorian it is for the time being. All right. So I could describe. Okay. If I was going to simplify The Last Jedi, if I was going to simplify and describe it in a way that sounds digestible and cool, like if I was going to describe a Mission Impossible movie or like another fun action movie, I don't even know how to make it sound cool. I'm going to try.
But you weren't trying with the
My point is I can make a lot of other. My point is I can make a lot of other movies sound cool without having to try this hard. All right, so Rey goes to find Luke Skywalker to train her as a Jedi. He won't do it, so she goes to Kylo Ren because she feels sympathetic towards him because Luke tried to kill him. They defeat Snoke and the guards together, but he wants her to go away with her, and she doesn't want that. So she leaves him to go back and help her friends. Her friends, Finn tries to run away, gets stopped by a new character, Rose, who then team up with Poe to try to find a solution to the fact that their ship is going to run out of fuel in 12 hours, and in those 12 hours, the other ship is going to catch up to them.
Wait, you're just trying to make it sound good now?
I'm trying to make it sound good.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it sound exciting and interesting.
Yeah, I'm saying how can you ever make an action movie be
You totally can, though. Okay.
Yeah, do it with a movie you think's good, then.
Okay. All right. All right. A man is trying to successfully transport a super bioweapon and its antidote. At the same time, he's accompanied by a spy who he trusts. Turns out that spy is wearing a mask and is actually somebody completely different. Steals what he thinks is the weapon and the antidote and kills the guy. Turns out he only has the antidote. He doesn't have the disease. So he needs to find the disease. That's where we start. Main character, Ethan Hunt, on vacation, gets pulled out of vacation and given a mission. He has to recover there's only a few living known samples of the disease. He needs to recover that. He needs to find out who has the antidote and recover the antidote so that nobody gets infected with the super disease. He recruits a team, his two really cool dudes, and this hot chick who he thinks he's recruiting because she's a thief. But it turns out she's the ex-girlfriend of the bad guy. So she's going to go undercover, pretend to be his girlfriend again to find out everything that he knows about the disease and the antidote and report back to him.
This is the first Mission Impossible?
This is the second Mission Impossible.
Oh, okay. That's why I've never seen this movie.
Yeah. But I'm trying to... So she's undercover, but he has developed feelings for him, so it's complicated because he has to watch her now go back with his ex, with her ex, while they're trying to recon all the intel they need to get the disease. They decide it's best off to destroy all the disease rather than try to transport it because it's too dangerous. So he breaks into the biolab with some thrilling acrobatics, destroys most of the diseases, but before he can destroy the last one, the bad guy has found out that the chick was lying to him, corners him. There's a big fight scene in the biolab, and she ends up in the middle of it because he brought her there as sort of hostage material. She realizes the only way she can get Ethan out alive is to infect herself with the virus.
Okay. It sounds better than Star Wars.
It does, right? It sounds more exciting. So she infects herself with the virus so that he can get away. He gets away, and he's like, I will get you the antidote.
I feel like you need to make me care about these characters, though. And I don't know. I didn't feel that way in Mission Impossible 1 or 3.
You don't care about these characters?
I don't know. I didn't really care if he died.
But it sounds exciting, though, right? It sounds like an exciting movie. Maybe you'd care if you watched it.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it does sound better than Star Wars. I'm sure it's more promising.
But that's my point. Is I can describe an action movie and make it sound good. I don't even think I can describe. If I describe the first Star Wars, I can make it sound awesome. I can't even describe this one in a way that's good. This ship is going to run out of fuel in 12 hours. If they can't find a way to fix it. The people in charge aren't telling our main characters the plan, so the main characters go off to try to find another way to fix it. Meanwhile, the other main character is trying to learn how to be a Jedi by someone who doesn't want to teach her to be a Jedi, and then she leaves him to go find the bad guy who tortured her last movie, because I don't know. I don't have answers. I don't have reasons. I don't even have reasons here. Andy from the UK! Hello, Pobbit. Can't wait for Endgame. Andy from the UK is awesome. He's the best. He came to Star Wars Celebration as a fan of the Phantom Menace, and he left as the UK ambassador to the Phantom Menace because he's our favorite. We hung out with him all weekend. He was just the coolest guy.
Why the UK twice?
Okay, so we were in... So he was Andy. We were calling him Andy from the UK. That was sort of his moniker because he was Andy from the UK.
Okay.
Drinking for your super chat. So we were doing a car stream, and live stream in the car and whatnot. And Jeremy was introducing everybody. He was like, this is Jessie of Mindless Entertainment. This is Anna, that Star Wars girl. This is Andy from the UK, all the way here from the UK. So it can be like Andy from the UK, from the U. So he just became Andy from the UK, from the UK.
Got it. So, okay. I thought he was going to also have gone to University of Kansas or something like that.
No. Oh, let me make you a channel mod, Andy. Andy from the UK is a moderator.
People have been really inappropriate. They need moderating.
Well, sometimes they are. Oh, well, since I did make this stream about Endgame. Maybe I should catch you up on the MCU. Speaking of making...
No, I already said she's not going to run the movie.
Speaking of making action films exciting, but you need to be caught up on the MCU, though.
Okay. Well, I saw 2 minutes of the last Avengers movie last week. I'm caught up.
2 minutes? Like the end 2 minutes, the middle 2 minutes? Like which 2 minutes?
I have a hunch it was close to the end. They were wrapping up the bad guy or something. There were like 3 of them, and he seemed tired or something.
But they didn't defeat him. He wins that movie. He wins in Infinity War.
I don't know where it was in the movie.
Okay. Enjoy the gift of the wrench. Of course, Andy from the UK. You are the best. I did not see the leaked Endgame footage, guys. Please do not post Endgame spoilers in this chat. I don't want to know them. Other people may not want to know them. I have not watched the footage. I do not want to watch the footage. I do not want it spoiled. I want to just go in next Thursday, see it twice, and have a good time.
They've already spoiled the movie?
There's some leaked footage and stuff, so there's a bunch of spoilers out. I don't want to know any of them. Flash, that is one good scene, the R2 Luke scene. Yeah, there you go. Sort of 1%. Yeah, if you post any spoilers, I will ban you, no warning, so don't do it. Thank you, Caitlin Keeper of the Jeremys. I approve this message. Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes, the first one. So
you saw the first Guardians, so you know all the characters. Well, they've introduced a new one, Mantis. She's just like a bug human person.
Okay, that is the second one.
Have you seen pictures of Mantis? What happened to my phone?
I don't think so.
I'll pull up a picture of me and Ben Swallow. It's cool because the chick who plays Mantis, I used to go to acting class with her. Like, we used to sit next to each other and like be friends in acting class, and now she's this bug creature person who's in Marvel. So she's joined the team. So Spider-Man is a thing now. So basically all the guys get together because, well, the Guardians come in a little bit later. But essentially, see, I'll make Infinity War sound cool. It's been a minute since I watched it. See how much of the plot I can remember. Thanos is coming. Thanos is the big bad purple guy they've hinted at for many, many movies. He's now coming. It's now imminent. They encounter him on a planet. They're trying to keep the Tesseract, the Power Stone, from him. And Loki tries to pull like a trick, and he fails at it. And
who's Loki?
Loki from the Thor movies, who's Thor's brother, that guy.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember him.
Did you see Thor?
I saw the first Avengers.
Loki's like the main bad guy in the first Avengers.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's like the main bad guy.
I don't remember.
I love him. But Loki is now on their side because they're all fighting Thanos together. So he ends up dying nobly in spite of all his trickery. He gets just strangled to death, which is very sad. Is he dead? Who knows? But then
try to adjust his seating position.
Fair enough. Okay. Thanos, yeah, do whatever you need to do. Yeah, no worries. It's a process. Thanos gets the Power Stone now, so Hulk goes to beat him up, and Hulk gets just pummeled by Thanos, just absolutely pummeled by Thanos. And it's sad. Mm-hmm. He gets like punched back to Earth. It's that bad. And they're all like, "Oh shit, Thanos is coming!" So Thanos' like henchmen people come to Earth, and it's this whole big deal. And Doctor Strange is like, so then Doctor Strange has now encountered the other Avengers because he's like, "I'm not gonna go to the Time Stone because I'm not dumb." And they make jokes about a wizard that are funny. And then there's a big fight scene with Thanos' doodlebobs on Earth. Bad stuff happens. And this results in Doctor Strange getting kidnapped because he has the Time Stone, but he won't give it up. So they kidnap him. So Iron Man and Spider-Man go after him, so they're attached to the ship now in space going after Doctor Strange because they're like, we need to save your life. And then the others are like, shit, we have to go after you and do something about this. And then turns out Vision, who's one of the characters, has the Mind Stone in his head, so they need to protect him. So it's a bunch of new characters and stuff. But they're like, shit, we need to stop Thanos. And then in this process, so Gamora, the green chick from Guardians, is all like, Thanos is my dad, and we have to stop him, whatever. And she basically makes
wait, he's your dad? What?
Thanos was her father. It was her adopted father.
Okay.
That was they established that.
Adopted father.
Yeah, they established Thanos was.
He adopted her and raised her. You're saying?
Yeah, this was like established in the first Guardians. Thanos was Nebula and Gamora's adopted father.
Nebula.
Nebula's the blue chick from the first Guardians who hates Gamora.
I don't remember. I remember
too many characters.
That was the main character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too complicated.
I don't know. There's probably like 50 movies involved in this movie plot.
There's 20 something.
That's what not. Maybe.
That's Nebula.
Oh, she does look familiar. Yeah, she's a bad guy. Okay.
Yeah, she's a bad guy because she hates her sister because this whole thing was that, and you find out in Guardians too, is basically Thanos pitted them against each other's children to try to make them stronger. But every time one of them lost, but it was always Nebula, he would pull off a part of her and replace it with the cybernetic part. So she's like that's why she's a bunch cyborg. Thanos is the good guys in the movie. I think Thanos is the good guy. I love Thanos. I think Thanos is the shit. I know if you guys want to see us get drunk, send your super chats. It'll be fun.
I think I'm sober now.
Right? I do think we just, you know what? Fuck you guys. We're drinking more. I'm not waiting for your super chats. I'm just drinking. I'm sorry, I probably ruined all of your potential buzz by describing The Last Jedi. Fuck it. Fuck movies. Fuck that shit. Captain Marvel sucks. Brie Larson sucks. Let's drink.
I don't know. I mean, I think I probably like her better than every superhero in that movie besides Scarlett Johansson.
Why though?
Because she's hot.
But Ashley Olsen's in the movie too. The Rookie Critic. I am working on a Star Wars project that will involve voice acting from people in the community. Yay! It'll be a few weeks before we announce it. I want to voice act. I promise I will be prompt about this. I know I haven't always been prompt for you, but please, I like voice acting. It's fun.
I've done voice acting. My friend makes VR games. And
nice.
Voice acting for them.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I voice acted in somebody's. What is it called?
Wumples.
Wumples? How do you spell that?
Wumples.
Wumples.
I think it's on Steam or something.
If you guys want to hear the Mattalorian voice of VR thing, check out Wumples. I drink to your super chat, Rookie Critic, and thank you for that exciting announcement.
You do voice acting? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, when I can. This is my first real project for it. I went for an audition before though. Auditioning against someone really cool. All right, that was pretty good. Do you want to do another 19 Crimes, or do you want to switch?
I'm still guessing.
I don't though, so I want to know what bottle I need to open next.
Okay.
I do have a little bit of another open bottle. Let me just grab that one. We'll kill it off. A I have an idea for a Marvel drinking game. This will be very exciting. Okay. I'm going to name characters from the Marvel Cineverse. I'm going to name as many as I can. All right? If you know who it is,
okay. Well,
I drink. If you don't know who it is, you drink.
I just have to have heard of the character?
You need to give me one salient detail about them.
Okay, well now I'm not feeling as good. I've heard of them.
So here's the thing. If you've heard of them, but you can't name a salient detail.
The actor that played them? Okay.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, you can do that if you played them. So if you've heard of them, if you're familiar with them, if you think you've heard of them, but you can't name a salient detail, then we both take a small drink. Or we just both drink.
Okay. So what's the name of the game?
The name of the game.
Does Matt live under a rock?
Does Matt like that? Does Matt live under a rock? Is the name of this game. Who's ready to play? Yes, I licked the bottle because it drips otherwise. Everyone always gets weirded out when I do that. So. Does Matt live under a rock? All right. First bottle down. Here we go, baby. Yeah, we got sick of waiting for your super chat, so we're just going to play this drinking game now. Thor.
I've heard of Thor. I've seen the first Avengers, yeah.
Oh, no. What?
Wait, you're drinking. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this now.
I'm starting you off easy.
I have 40 roommates. I at least
starting you off easy. Now I have to remember. Shuri.
I have no clue who that is.
Drink. Did you see Black Panther?
I've heard of Black Panther, but I did not see it.
Oh, then this is gonna be easy. Well, when I feel like torturing you, this will be easy. Vision.
No clue.
Scarlet Witch.
What the heck?
Seriously? Oh my God, Matt does live under a rock. Do you need more wine?
Yeah, I do.
All right, I'll be nice. I'll be nice for a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll trade you. I'll trade you a few. I'll give you a few back and forths.
For Spider-Man.
Tony Stark.
Yes, I've seen Iron Man. I think I saw part of the second one on a plane or something too.
Wong. Who said? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's not gonna. All right, Doctor Strange.
I've heard of Doctor Strange.
Do you know anything else? Any salient details about him?
Strange.
We both drink. People are naming. Someone's naming
something.
Came
out last year or 2017 at the end of the year. Would that have counted? I don't know.
Kind of. Not really. I feel like you didn't know that.
At the end of the year too. But I knew that.
That's something, I guess. Oh, we already drank. It's fine. All right. So thank you, Caitlin, for caretaking the chat. Is that a spoiler? I don't want to know. Okay.
Has anything actually been given away that's annoyed you in these?
What?
Chat spoilers?
Not so far. I won't look. Caitlin's also muting spoilers.
Thank God for Caitlin.
Ant-Man.
He's an ant. I've heard of Ant-Man. I think Paul Rudd plays him.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, I drink.
Yeah.
Well done.
Boom.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I've been waiting for years for that.
For me to be proud of you. I'm glad we've finally gotten there. Pepper Potts.
Scarlett Johansson in the Avengers. Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's Iron Man's assistant, Gwyneth Paltrow.
There you go. Okay. Good job. It was almost real bad.
I knew she was a girl, and
I knew Pepper was a girl. Not proud of you for that. Matt kind of looks like Paul Rudd. Amen. Excuse me, he's the Mattalorian. Thank you very much. No, guys, that's too. Okay, let's try it. Actually, that. Happy.
What?
You don't know Happy?
No clue.
Drink. That's Jon Favreau's character. You probably don't even know who Jon Favreau is.
He's the director of Iron Man.
Oh, you do know that. That's good. He's also the creator of The Mandalorian, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, he's the director of the Iron Man movies, but he's in it as the guy who plays Iron Man's bodyguard / assistant. That's Jon Favreau. Happy.
I don't remember that character.
It's fine. Okay. I know this too. Yeah. Hawkeye.
Sounds vaguely familiar. It's a combination of a hawk and an eye. I don't know.
I'll say we both drink for that.
Was I right at all?
No. Okay. I mean, I'm just taking your word for that. If it's vaguely familiar, it's vaguely familiar. Hyde Hill? What are you saying? Yes, send things to my PO box. Send me more heads. Anyway, also send your super chats because I don't know money. What? What do you want, Cat? Rocket.
No clue.
He's the raccoon from Guardians.
Oh, really? I do know that. I know Bradley Cooper plays him.
Oh, okay. I'll drink for that too then. Cat. Who does Idris Elba play? That's way too hard.
I don't know anything about Idris Elba besides that I've heard the name.
I'm not gonna. This is.
That's not.
Guys. We struggle with Doctor Strange. Okay. We're not we're not dealing with a professional here. It's fine. He's family. I didn't choose him, but I like him anyway. It's my favorite cousin, guys. So don't fuck with the Mattalorian, because he will kill you, and so will I. We'll just do murder together. We'd be a good murder duo.
If we don't kill each other.
Yes, correct. I mean, that's the important part. Peter Parker. So it's Peter Parker.
I know who that is, yeah. Really, anything between 2000 and like 13, I think I'd be okay.
He might live under a rock, okay, but he wasn't born under a rock. Oh, so many cats. Surprise, Kitto. Hi, kitten. You coming to say hello? He was just perfectly picture bombing this. What would be your favorite? Ooh, that's a good question. Let's answer that. What would be your favorite murder weapons? If you were to murder people, what would be your favorite murder weapon?
Favorite murder weapon? Chainsaw.
Ooh, good choice. Actual murder. My bare hands. I don't know. I like my bare hands.
Okay.
I think I would be down with like. I would want to murder people with a sword. I would kill people with a sword. A knife. It's close and personal. I do like knives. Knives are good. Jesse's shouting voice. That's your murder weapon of choice. My shouting voice. Just shout you to death. So much hair. Yes, I will scratch your butt, cat. Sniper rifle. That's too far away. Worship the kitty. He requests it. He requires it. There's so many Thanos.
The bad guy in the Avengers movies now.
Good job. Would you have known that if I hadn't talked about him a bunch today?
I would have known that before today. I do live with like 40 nerds in San Francisco.
Reasonable.
With that said, if I hadn't lived with them, I would have had no clue.
Fair. I am going to use the ladies' room. I will give you the task that I give everybody when I go to the bathroom and leave them with my internet. There are 45 people watching right now. Make them all go away. Lose them all.
Okay. Damn.
No porn. Porn is not allowed on YouTube.
Wait, is it? What's considered porn?
Don't take off your pants.
Okay, I can't read the chat from here. What's up? Okay, I didn't really have a plan for this. Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. Okay, you got it. Agent Coulson was in the first Avengers. You liked that. How many viewers were there before? I didn't see that before. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Embarrassing Jessie stories. Let me think. I vomited on her once. That's not embarrassing on her part, but
What's that?
They're asking me about embarrassing stories about you.
You got 3 new people.
Did I?
You were supposed to lose everybody. You got 3 new people. Now 1 new people. Oh, look, now they're all gone now that I came back.
You were scared of going in the heart in the Franklin Institute with that.
Oh my God.
That's the most closest thing to an embarrassing thing I can think
love
of.
that you remember that. All right,
Yeah.
let me get back to what.
Oh, I showed them my chest.
You showed your chest.
It was pretty fun.
Did they pay you for it?
No, nobody paid me for that.
Oh my God, you just did it for free?
I got mixed reactions, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesse. Oh my God. Hi, Ethan. Hi. This is my cousin Matt. I'm sorry, I don't know what you just had to see. But this is my cousin. He's the Mattalorian now. Oh, hi, the wrong gal here. He's in your bed. This is just my office. This is my office. This is the place I do my business from. That sounds worse. We're just hanging out. Oh, hi, Andy from the UK. If Andy from the UK is here, you know it's kosher. It's fine, Ethan. It's all fine. Jedi nerd, what's up? Saw your lightsaber duel at Celebration. Very cool. I plan on
that be for my chest. I'm disappointed.
taking my daughter next year. Hope to meet you and Jeremy. You absolutely will 100% be at Celebration. Comic Arts Pro Secrets is in the chat. Ethan, I would 100% invite you to join this stream, but I don't know if you want to. Also, I'm doing it straight through the webcam. The wine stained mouth just kills me. It's my lipstick. I tried to get it off. I can't. It just doesn't go anywhere. I'm sorry. I don't want to disappoint you, Uncle Ethan. I don't want to disappoint you. I need a drink for that super chat, but I'm almost out of wine. There we go. Red wine does this to my face, Ethan. Don't judge me. You can totally call in if you want. You have me nombre. If you'd like to give us a buzz and say hello to the good people of
I want to talk to someone.
Matthew would like to talk to someone. The Mattalorian is lonely, so you have me nombre. If you'd like to give us a buzz, we'd ha. In fact, Ethan, we had to devise a drinking game to drink more because the slowness of the super chats prevented us from drinking the proper amount. So we are working our way up to a buzz. Thank you very much. Also, you have definitely seen me now buzz, so you have a point of reference. Matt is presenting back there. Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess it's the man spreading. You're Matt spreading. Someone says, Longred says you are Matt spreading.
What does that mean?
It's you're showing off your Magnum Matt. There you go. I know. The way you're sitting is very suggestive, I guess. Yes. I don't know. I live in Milwaukee, a short term. Whoa, my God. Whoa. Spam person. Make the spam go away. Mod, please make the spam go away. Where did he?
I think that was saying.
No, there was. Oh, my God. Hi, I live in the UK. All right. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, Caitlin Keeper of the Jeremys. That was terrifying. I hate when that happens. Yeah. Thank you. You was good. All right. Well, here comes the big decision. For Ethan, what are you doing awake, by the way? It's very late where you live. That was a terrorist attack on my account.
I'm not buying that.
It's what it is. You just woke up an hour ago? I don't understand your life. Are you just awake now? Did you already have your sleep and you're awake now? What time did you go to sleep? I'm confused. Matt spread more. Let's see how flexible you are. I dare EVS to super chat. Jesse says the rookie critic. I need more wine to drink for the rookie critic super chat. I guess we are drinking more wine. When did it send me?
EVS.
Ethan Van Skyver. That's a comment. That's this guy, Comic Artist Pro Secrets, who's talking here. Remember I told you about that the really cool, awesome person that I met at Celebration who does comic books? That's him.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Heard great things about you since this morning.
He has, it's true. Do you still have the picture I made for you, Ethan? Give Matt some more wine. Does Matt need more wine?
I've got a little left.
I do need more wine.
Pay you, I'll drink it.
Joe, drink another one.
Oh, that's
Super chat for Jesse! Thank you, Ethan. Now I gotta open another bottle of wine. Which wine should I open?
Shit, that person paid $20.
Yeah, that's Ethan.
Wow.
Uncle Ethan's the best. Uncle Ethan is Uncle Ethan for a reason. Ethan, you are. Thank you for taking the bait from the rookie critic. You are such a doll, and I adore you. We should do a live stream sometime when it's not midnight and I haven't been cooking all day and drinking wine all night. I would love to do that if you would like to do that also, because that sounds like a fun thing. That's so sweet. Yeah. This is why I love Uncle Ethan. This makes me happy. All right, which bottle are we opening? We have Josh. We can have some taste of Josh. We have more crimes. We have 3 more bottles of various 19 crimes varieties. And we have this thing because I liked the label, Second Voyage. Do you have a preference? Pick something.
I'm already drunk. It doesn't matter.
Okay. That's fair.
I have low tolerance.
Do the basic red blend then. That's too bad because I have a high tolerance. No Merlot. I'm not a big.
Not too bad. I mean, I'd rather have a low tolerance. I feel bad for you.
That's what I'm saying. It's too bad for me.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say too bad for you. It's too bad for me because you're further along than I am. Hooray! Oh, glad I love my heads. I love my new ones. So you know how we named this one? We named this one Mindless Darling. This one is now Darling Mindless. I have my 2 heads. I'm very happy about my head. Sit them up there.
Me too. I'm sleeping with them tonight.
Yeehaw! You can cuddle with them. Everyone needs some head in the bed. I can never touch that head again. I can never touch it. Those are some big balls, Matt. Someone sent me a Rose Tico shocker. Hooray! Ethan loves Rose. Remember the Asian chick, the frumpy Asian chick who kisses Finn?
Yeah, I know all about Star Wars. That's like shit.
Yeah, so Ethan, you missed me describing The Last Jedi to Matt. That was a trip.
Great movie.
That was a trip.
My favorite one.
It's now his favorite movie. I know I'm married, but I have to make love to Rose Tico. That's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't fault you for that. I don't even think your wife would fault you for that. I think your wife would understand. Because Rose Tico, that's like saying if God showed up, you'd have to make love to God. You just got to do it sometimes. You got to do what you got to do. I do love this particular wine. Trying to make room for the bottle here. Whee! All right. So what I owe some super chat drinks. I owe the Rookie Critics Dare.
Or not. I think I did these.
I owe Ethan. I think you did. I owe Ethan following through on the Dare. Thank you, Ethan, again. Ooh. We drink proportionately, so $20 is a big drink.
Probably
and
enough for that guy.
One for Darren. Yeah. I'd have me some Kelly Marie Tran. We love it on the Rose Tico. So we were playing half a bottle in a cup. Yeah, that's basically how this goes. We were playing. I think we're probably done with that drinking game because it's a lot.
It ran its course.
I think it ran its course.
We didn't know that much, but
we do what we needed to do.
I guess.
I like your embarrassing story about me, which is totally true, by the way. The Franklin Institute is a science museum in if you explain the whole thing, you get in the backstory.
No,
okay.
I just tried to come up with stuff off the top of my head.
It's fair. The Rookie Critic, thank you for your super chat again. Heading out, have fun. Hail God Empress and Caesar. Hail Caesar. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your excuse to drink more. So the Franklin Institute is a science museum in Philadelphia. And they had a big, gigantic heart that you walked through and learned about the heart and the different valves of the heart. And it was a little claustrophobic, not terribly. And it wasn't so much that it was claustrophobic. It's that you were inside this big heart thing, and it was thumping, and it was creepy. And I was terrified. I would go through because I wouldn't not go through. But goddamn, was that a horrifying experience every fucking time. For so much of my life. It was just, I don't know why, it just freaked me the fuck out. I would do it. I would always do it, but I would always secretly dread it. And then, not that secretly, apparently. Visibly dread it, outwardly dread it, knowingly, admittedly dread it, but do it anyway. I don't know why I did it. Like it's not like I had to. It's not like you guys were forcing me to, but I would do it anyway.
Fun, from what I remember.
It freaked me out. I liked everything else about that museum. 2384 said, I vote for Second Voyage. 1 swig for me. Woo, now,
another one? Shit.
Now, Jesse, you get more ahead than Matt can ever dream of with the 2 heads. I don't know. Matt, he says, now, Jesse, you get more head than Matt can ever dream of.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because I think he meant these because of the 2 heads. Have a great night, Jesse. Well, Matt currently has the 2 heads in between his legs, so I think he is getting the heads where they count.
No, I think you are. I'm lonely.
We're talking about these heads.
Oh, I got those.
These heads.
Yeah. Okay.
You have 2 heads. You now have 2 heads. I'm trying to think of anything else. What other fun? I have a bunch of embarrassing stories about you.
Oh, I'm sure that's not hard at all.
I don't want to say it was embarrassing. I would say
what
just
you're thinking of though, but I'm sure there's a billion things that I'm not. Okay.
Aussie Roth 7. Hi there, voice actor from Australia who really appreciates your work in comedy. Ooh, should I read this in my bad Australian accent? I'm gonna do it. Hey there, voice actor from Australia who really appreciates your work in comedy. When I showed a friend of mine your Star Wars videos, he became less woke. Hooray for making you less woke! I made somebody less woke. Yay for me.
What does that mean?
Yay for Australia. Less concerned about social justice.
Okay. Depends how concerned he was in the first place, I think.
Too concerned.
Sure.
Overly concerned. I always feel like Ethan is judging me when he pops in, and I'm like a little buzzy when he pops in and sees my.
Everyone's always judging.
Yeah, and from the UK says at work 12-hour shift, yeah. Woo, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Joy. You have fun with that, my dude. I am at work right now also. So thank you for your super chat.
What are the embarrassing stories about?
I'll tell my favorite one. I'm going to tell it probably tomorrow too because I love it. I don't.
The roller coaster.
No, that's a good one though. The octopus is a good one.
That's the one I can think of.
This one, I just honestly, and it for this time of year comes around, but specifically the way I remember the Passover, the Afikoman incident unfolding.
Oh, I'm not even embarrassed.
It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing at all. It's amazing. Okay. The way I remember the Afikoman incident unfolding. So the Afikoman is a piece of matzah you have to go hunt around and find for Passover. And my dad was an expert at hiding this. It would take ages to find it. Sometimes you couldn't. Sometimes we had to play hot and cold because he would be so good at freaking hiding it. He'd bring duct tape to our Seder at the synagogue and tape it under the table sometimes. So one year happens to be the same year that another cousin of ours pilfers a bottle of Manischewitz and is passing it around under the table, and we're all filling our glasses and getting real toasty off of it, except for my sister. So when the time comes to search for the Afikoman, my sister finds it like that, like faster than anybody has any right to find the Afikoman, drunk or sober. And we're all a little put out by this because we lost our Afikoman searching time, and nobody is more put out by this than Matt here. The Mattalorian is not pleased about being robbed of the opportunity to search desperately for this Afikoman.
I haven't found it in a while.
It's been a minute. So the Afikoman is on the table. Matt is near the Afikoman. Matt takes his fist and drops it upon the Afikoman and proclaims, "There! Now it's all broke." And there's this pregnant pause where we're all kind of like,
pause.
I did. So it's a literary term. It's like a full pause. There's a silence. There's a moment. There's a beat where everyone's just wondering what's going to happen next. And Matt tilts his head slightly upwards and says, "Sorry, God." Yes, he said, "Sorry, God." That was great.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part. I think it was, I mean, sure, whether you were, it was a joke, but it was like, smash. There, now it's all broke. Boom. Sorry, God. And it was just great. It was just spot on perfect. Spot on perfect. And then there was a time he threw up all over me. We had just gone to Dell's on the boardwalk. Good times. Childhood times. Ocean City, New Jersey. Gone to Dell's on the boardwalk. Had some excellent, probably grilled cheese or something like that. As we did as children's. With their tasty curly cut French fries or the crinkle cut French fries, and then birch beer, all the birch beer. And then we went to Playland and rode the octopus, which is just a ride that spins around a whole lot. And during this ride, there was a 3-seater car, which is a weird number of seats to have. It was a 3-seater car. So it ended up being me, Matt, and some rando next to us. And Matt is not feeling great on this ride. Somewhere during the course of this ride, Matt upchucks all over us. All over us. We finished the ride. I will never forget the other guy is just like, oh, he just freaks out and gets up and runs off. And it's like, oh my God, what the fuck?
He wasn't able to. The ride is still going.
Well, I mean, like, once he was freaked out then, but like the ride game, when he like came up, he was just like, oh.
I like how like I vomited on you, but then the ride went upside down. So
it just went everywhere.
We also made up that a bird pooped in my mouth to like make it sound more justifiable.
Yeah, but it didn't. Yeah, I don't think anyone believed it.
I think a bird might have pooped, but it definitely wasn't in my mouth.
No, for sure
like
not.
On your leg or something. That actually did happen. Right?
Yes. I was a mess between the puke and that. It was just a freaking mess. So we had to go to some shop on the boardwalk and buy some clothes so that I could have. Huh?
I had McDonald's afterwards. I got hungry again because I vomited.
Because you wasn't work.
The Happy Meal was Land Before Time.
Oh, Land Before Time. Yeah. Good times.
They're basically Littlefoot is basically a superhero.
Littlefoot is a superhero.
Littlefoot's a guy.
He's a dude.
Littlefoot's a dude. Okay.
Littlefoot's a dude.
I knew that.
Totally.
Seen the first 8 of those movies. I should have known that.
Thumbs is good. All right, we are having a drop off here. It looks like it's bedtime for a lot of people. That sounds like it's probably bedtime.
I never cared for those people.
They can fuck off.
Yeah, can I take your computer?
Please don't. I think probably.
Yeah, I feel like I might knock that off.
I actually think
really close to the screen like this. Oh, what?
That's why.
How do you like me now? Okay.
I'm gonna continue to stop. I'm gonna continue to stop you from breaking my computer.
Pay her more, you cheap bitches.
I think what we should do now is we should shut this down and we should film
a pillow fight. Oh.
We should film a pillow fight. We should film a head fight. No. We should film. Wait, let me finish. We should film. We need to do drunk Passover story. Drunk Bible stories, Pat. We're going to tell you the story of Passover.
I was not listening all of tonight.
It's great. We're going to tell you the story of Passover at this level of inebriation. Don't break my computer, please.
Computers are overrated. Technology is killing us all.
I like my computer.
Technology and superhero movies are just ruining society.
On behalf of me and the Mattalorian, we're going to sign off of here. We're going to do another video. And you're going to have it tomorrow. Everybody, it's been great. It's cousin pillow fight time. This is very different from sexy pillow fight. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's throwing a fucking shark at my computer. I'm taking the live stream away from the Mattalorian before he breaks it. I ducked. Good for you, wrong gal here. I didn't. That's my pajamas. All right. Good night, internet. Good night. We're just good night. You goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye.